Hello to all my story lovers. Today's story name is Skills for a Prince. This is story written by Sudha Murty. Amrit Sena, a young prince, was very popular with his subjects. Everyone praised his sense of fairness. He also loved to play pranks and made the courtiers laugh. He often disguised himself and roamed the streets of the capital city, listening to what the people were saying and learned about the problems of the common man this way. During one such tour, he came across three young men on the outskirts of the city. From their attire, they appeared to be strangers. They were huddled together, talking to each other. Amrit Sena walked up to them and said, "You look new to this city. Can I help you?" One of the men replied, "We are students of the sage Kashyapa and have recently finished our studies. We are looking for work where we can put our special skills to use." At once, Amrit Sena's ears pricked up. "And what are these special skills?" "I work in the king's court and I may be able to help you find a job there." One of the young men said, "Just by tapping my feet, I can make out what is below the ground." The second one said, "I can always tell which direction one may find hidden treasure in." Third said, "Once I have seen a person, I can recognize him anywhere, even if he is in disguise." Amrit Sena heard them out, thought for a minute, and said, "I am also a man with a special quality." "What's that?" they asked. "If anyone is in difficulty, I can always find a solution and rescue the person." "From where did you get this gift? Who taught you?" "I have always had this gift from when I was a child," replied Amrit Sena with a smile. Then he said, "Why don't you show me a sample of your special skills as we walk to the city? I can then tell the king about you." The four men began walking. After some time, one stopped and said, "Below us lies a tunnel." They started digging, and sure enough, they found a tunnel. They began to walk through the tunnel, which led them into a palace. Now the second man stopped suddenly and said, "Just around the corner there is a secret treasury." Amrit Sena, who knew this to be true, was amazed. He smiled secretly to himself and said, "You three wait here. If the guards see you, they will mistake you for thieves. Let me go and check." Then he walked quickly ahead, turned a corner where he stripped off his disguise and presented himself before the guards. "There are three men in the tunnel plotting to loot the treasury," he told them. "Go and arrest them immediately. They should be produced in court first thing tomorrow morning." Saying this, he walked away to his room and went to bed. The next morning, the three men were presented in the king's court. Seeing Amrit Sena on the throne, the third man realized he was the same man who had got them arrested. He whispered this to his friends. Now they were scared that the prince would punish them for having entered the royal treasury just to show off. "How did you find the way into the secret tunnel?" thundered the king, Amrit Sena's father. We just," stammered the men, shaking in fear. Amrit Sena watched them, trying not to laugh. Then he stepped in and whispered in his father's ear, "They are not thieves. I met them last night just outside the city. They are learned men with wonderful gifts. I only wanted to test them to see if they were telling the truth. We should keep them in our kingdom, as their talents will help us in many ways." The king nodded and said, On the request of the prince, I release you. You will work for me from now on and use your gifts for the betterment of this kingdom. The three men sighed with relief. Amritsena had rescued them just as he had said he could. Now, this is the end of the story. Do you like it? Then comment it. Subscribe my channel. Bye bye.